everybody, welcome to my channel. It's the Garden Turns. So today we are going to be making bagels from scratch. I am going to be attempting to make bagels from scratch. This is the first for me, and maybe it's a first for a bunch of you guys as well. But I already have my water, which was 1.5 cups of warm water and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar in this bowl with 1 pack of yeast. So I'm going to do cheddar cheese bagels, and then I'm going to do some, what is the name of those? Cinnamon crunch bagels. And then the cinnamon crunch are going to be used in another, like a breakfast sandwich that we're going to have later this coming week. So that'll be cool. So these are for the cheese bagels, and I'm going to do bagels, cream cheese, and lox. For dinner, we're going to have a lemon chicken soup with rice. So they should be really good. I'm going to make it from scratch. And also, I'm using some chicken that I bought last week. Some chicken breasts that I froze. And you can see that in another video. I think it was another video I did earlier this week where I used chicken. I'm going to have to look and see. I don't remember. And so tomorrow we're going to do Rome date night. So you guys have to join me for that. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be like ancient Roman foods, things that they actually ate. And also today I'm going to do a gelato, some gelato bars, which are going to go for dessert tonight, and then we're going to have some tomorrow. So, as you can see, my yeast is foamy. It's really foamy. And so to this yeast, I actually had to buy special bread for these bagels. I bought bread flour. My timer is going off. I also just made my Maximus some dog treats. You guys should check that out. He is a fan of cheddar cheese, so I made him some simple cheddar cheese paw-shaped biscuits. You guys got to check that video out. So let's get to our bagels, because that's what we're doing now is our bagels. So we need 3 1/4 cup of bread flour. So what I'm going to do is put in 1 cup of my bread flour. Let's see, this is a finer filling flour than white flour, which is kind of like strange to think, but it sort of feels like cornstarch, which is cool. So these should be really good because that should make them extra smooth. I guess that's the purpose of that. That's really nice how it feels. And then you're going to need 1.5 teaspoon of salt, and I just go ahead and add that in. And this is a 1/2 teaspoon, so I need 3. And try to make those as level as possible because you don't need all extra salt. You know, you don't need extra salt in your diet. So we want to try to get this bread flour mixed in. And that's just 1 cup. Yeah, this feels really weird. It actually feels like cornstarch. Okay, that's 1. Let's go ahead and put in another. You might be like, there's lumps in there. Yeah, we're going to be needing this for quite a while. Quite a while. That's 2. I'm doing this also. I want some nice, my arms are bad now. I'm going to have some of them Michelle Obama arms. Well, that's what my arms are. You know what? Never mind. But I am going to be working out my arms doing this. So like I said, I have a stand mixer. It's sitting right behind me up on the shelf. I just need to get it down, and so. And I find it, like I said, I really do like kneading for some reason. As much as I possibly can anyway. It's good to try to keep your joints moving because my hands are not the best. They're getting worse as I get older. I mean, I do have lupus and it affects my joints. But the best thing to do about that is to try to keep them moving. So that was 3 cups of flour. And this feels really cool. Feels really strange. Okay, let's get that 4th cup because we're going to need it because it still feels pretty wet. Okay, 4th cup. All right, y'all. Now, go ahead and pour that out. And it has formed a ball. So what we're going to be doing here is kneading this dough. kneading this dough for 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to set my timer here and start to knead it. And then once I'm done, I'm going to spray this bowl, spray my dough, place my dough inside of this bowl, and let it rise for about an hour. So I'm going to get my dough kneaded, and I'll see you guys when this is done. Oh, so I have been kneading now for 15 minutes. Probably a little bit over, because I was in here jamming to some Smoky. Cruising. Cruise with me, baby. Okay, put this in. Spray that. And then this is a finer looking dough. It looks really cool and smooth. That looks really nice. So this is my bagel dough. I'm going to cover this and I'm going to let this rise for about an hour or until I notice that it is doubled in size. And then we're going to move on to the next step. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. So let's check on my dough here. It's been a little bit over an hour. Oh wow, that looks really nice. Keep that. So we need to punch down this dough. Let me take off my ring here. Let's get some flour on my surface. And we're not going to knead. We're just doing this just to cut it so we can cut it up. And we're going to try to get 8 bagels out of here. Okay, so first, let's just go right down the middle. And then let's see if we can get this in 4. I don't like how that did, so... Okay, so let's take these balls of dough. Roll them out. See, this is the one that I put together, so I don't know how that's going to do. It's going to do fine. So we form it into a ball here. And then put the little hole in the middle. And pull it out. Remember, this is one that I just put together, so this is not going to look as good as the other ones. But I'm still going to eat this. So, this is one of my bagels. Put this on a tray to rise again for about 20 minutes while I get my water boiling. Let's form this into a ball. And then we're just going to do that with all of the rest until I get every last one of my bagels made. And then I'll be right back. All right, y'all. So we got my water is going at a rapid boil here. Let me show you my raised, they have arisen bagels. Let me show you. Let me give you a good, nice little look at these bagels here. They look pretty good, don't they? All right, so they're going to go in this water here. I got my brush. I got something to get them out once they're done. And then they're going to boil in the water, in the salt, the sugared water, for about a minute on each side. Oh, they feel so soft. So go ahead and put that in. And I can fit about all four of these in there. What? So I'm going to let that go for a minute on each side. And then I'm going to flip them. And then they'll go for a minute on the other side. And then once we pull them out the oil, out the water, not oil, water, the water bath, I have my egg wash. I'm going to brush them. And then I'm going to put on my toppings. So these first 4 are going to be my cheese bagels. And then these are going to be for my bagels, cream cheese, and lox sandwiches with some of my dried dill that I grew in my garden. Yeah, Y'all try to make something from scratch. Try, if you have a dog, try them dog biscuits. You know what I was thinking? What if I was, okay, like JD Vance called people cat people. I'm not really into cats. You know what I'm saying? I love me some dogs. So I don't know. I'm not saying nothing bad about cats. I'm just saying that I personally love dogs. So how does that work? I don't know how that's supposed to work there. So are you still, what are you then, a dog lady? I don't know. So whatever. Let me just, sometimes my brain just go to different places. Okay, so once I get these, I'm going to let them dry just a bit. You saw me turn them, and then I'm going to move to my next ones. And then I'll see you guys when I'm putting on my egg wash and my toppings. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's pull these last 4 out. And I didn't have to blot anything dry because this my little basket tool pretty much drains most of the water off. I can see that this is the one that I put together at the end. That's why these are going to be my dessert ones. Flip that back. All right. We got that. Go ahead and put that on. Now, what we want to do is start first with my cheese bagel. And I have my egg wash. You want to brush the top. Get it nice and covered in your egg wash. Get that out the center. I don't want to bake the egg in my stuff. Now I'm going to show you how I'm going to do these really quickly. So I'm going to do the rest of those after I show you guys what I'm going to do here. I'm going to remove that from the middle because I don't want an egg bubble in my bagel here. So let's dry that up. You don't want egg bubbles. Okay, so what I want to do here is put a little bit of my onion salt. And some of the triple cheddar. Like so. And let me finish these up and then on to the cinnamon crunch. So these are my finished bagels. These are the cinnamon crunch bagels. You can see they got golden brown. And then these are the onion, salt, and cheddar bagels. You see those are also golden brown. Those look really good. My husband's here. He just walked in. He was like, So these are the finished bagels. Try this recipe. Like, share, and subscribe. Now this is what we having for dinner. We have our homemade triple cheese bagel with onion salt, with some smoked salmon, red onions, cucumbers, and dill. And some cream cheese. And then we have my homemade original recipe chicken, rice, and lemon soup. Try these recipes. I think you'll like them. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is what we're having for dinner. What are you having?